Hi teachers and leaders, this is the elementary video for June 17th and 18th. I hope you guys are enjoying unpacking the letters with your kids this summer. If your kids are anything like the kids in Fort Lupton, they are a little squirrely this time of year. It's really hard for us to keep them motivated, we'll say, for the full hour and 15 minutes. So I've been doing a lot of interactive activities for you guys. If that doesn't work for your classroom, that's totally cool. I'm sure you guys have a lot of other fun things you can do. We oftentimes just do things like play telephone or the mimic rhyming game to use some time up. But this week we actually have a really fun center to start off the class with. So we're doing 1 Corinthians chapters 12 and 13, and so we are going to be talking all about the body of Christ. And so the first 15 minutes or so, we have a couple different centers. So essentially what you're going to do is create 4 different table spaces for 4 different centers on human anatomy. So one center is a video, and it's all about the brain and how your brain functions. Another center is a puzzle. It's a skeleton that you just work with the kids to put the puzzle together to make a full skeleton. Then you'll have the muscular system, and that's this hand, this fun hand. Basically, it just shows you pull the strings and the hand can move. So you'll have one of those already made for you, and then you'll have a small craft, which is the cardiovascular system, not the cardiovascular, the pulmonary system. So you are making lungs. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this because these lungs won't work very well if you don't get them quite right. So essentially, each child gets 2 balloons and 2 straws. You'll want to tape these 2 straws together first, and then you'll tape the 2 balloons, and you want to make sure that you stick the bended end of the straw as far down the neck of the balloon as you can so that the air gets pumped straight into the open round of the balloon. And then when you tape it, you want to just make sure that the tape closes the opening of the balloon completely to the straw so that you don't have any air pockets. And then what the kids can do is they get to blow up and suck in, and that's how our lungs work. So each station has a giant 11 by 18 kind of poster that shows the entirety of the system that you're working with. You have the skeletal, the circulatory, the muscular, and the pulmonary systems, and then they have like little writings on the side of what those systems do. The whole idea is that we're going to be talking about the body of Christ today and how each person is individual, but we work together for one body. And so I think hopefully it'll get the kids understanding that we have all these different things happening in our body, all these different systems happening independent of one another, but together they work and form this beautiful creature that God made. So I would separate your kids into 4 equal groups and then just rotate them through. So start one, one starts at each station and then just, blow a whistle or, whatever you want to do, flicker the lights on and off, and then they rotate to the next station. The video is about 3 minutes long, so I would say stations 3 minutes apiece. So you have a good 12-15 minutes for your opening activity. And then you have your lesson about the body of Christ, and really the whole point of it is that we are to love one another. And I really spent some time this particular lesson kind of unpacking what was going on in Corinth, because I think it's important for the kids to understand why Paul wrote this letter and how much time he actually did spend in Corinth. So just maybe spend some time in those passages, and just even if you just want to read the first chapter of 1 Corinthians, it kind of sets up Paul's heart for the letter to the church in Corinth. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. We don't really have a craft activity because your craft is this lung thing. You do have review questions, so you can play a review game. I've also included a really simple craft for Father's Day. It's a tie. You have it's one single piece of paper. I don't have it with me. I forgot it. But it's a single piece of paper with the front side of a tie and then the back side of a tie. The back side of a tie has fill-ins. Like, my dad is the best blank. My favorite meal he makes is blank. And so the kids can just fill out their favorite thing about dad or grandpa or uncle or whoever's the significant man in their life. And then the front is just a design they can color in. And so the idea is you cut out both pieces of tie, and then you affix the designed piece in front of the words with a little piece of tape on the top. and then they can give it to Dad. So it's like a card, basically, with lots of fun things about Dad. So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this summer. If you have any questions about the curriculum or any of the activities, please let me know. Or, of course, Miss Lisa, Miss Mark, and Miss Denise will always be there to help you, or are always available to help you. And also, just one thing about VBS, I just wanted to help ask you to help our parents understand how important it is to sign up for VBS early. So if you could just hand out the VBS flyers, and then just also encourage parents, if they haven't already signed up their kids, to do it early, because it makes the Monday morning of VBS so much better for them, actually. They just get to go right to the class, right to the pew, rather than having to stand in line and register their kids the day of. So thank you guys so much for all that you do. Have a great week.